What's up, YouTube? Capital G here. So we got a brand new card from Flames of Destruction, and this one actually continues the World Chalice lore. This is Destroy Mayor Ibli. That is an interesting name. And if you look at the artwork, it appears that Ib, the World Chalice monster, yeah, she definitely is no priestess anymore. Now she's all dark and edgy like Zane from GX or anyone under the Baryon's Force and Zexel. Very interesting how this story is going, where she first gets captured and then you see her like surrounded by the Mech Knights, and then it looks like Lee is going to do something kind of crazy to her, maybe corrupt her, and then the Mech Knights turn out to be like good or something like that. So like, I don't know where exactly this storyline is going. Something tells me that this is not going to conclude in Flames of Destruction, that it's going to go through Cybernetic Horizon, the next set. So anyways, let's go ahead and look at her, because she's a very interesting card. 3 different effects, and they're primarily focused around like link summon and whatnot. So level 2 Dark Cybers, 0 attack, 0 defense. Interesting, wasn't she a spellcaster before, and now she's a Cybers? I mean, obviously she's not like a link monster anymore, but I believe that Ib had a non-link form, but I'm pretty sure it was not Cybers. Anyways, third effect, hard once per turn. First effect, when this card is normal summon, you can target one monster in your graveyard, special summon it to your field, link to this card, but its attack becomes 0 and its effect is negated. So, I mean, you can get something powerful back from your grave like Boil Load, but this pretty much tells me that they want you to link summon with that card and basically, I don't want to say rank up, but essentially link up into a different monster. Second effect, you cannot special summon any monsters except link monsters. So, okay, that's fair enough. I think that's a fair enough restriction built into her. I don't really think this card or the link monster you bring back are going to be on the field for very long. Neither one of them have any attack value, and they're just not really going to do all of that much, especially considering they're both in attack mode with 0 attack. Third effect, if this card you control is sent to the graveyard, you can special summon this card to your opponent's field in defense position. So this is an interesting effect. If it would have been in an attack position, it would have been obvious how like that could have been super useful, and obviously this effect can activate when you link summon to a new link monster. So I think they designed this third effect with the mindset of Topologic monsters. Not only is Topologic Turbina like the cover card, but it also would work with something like Topologic Bomber Dragon. And the Topologic monsters, they seem to have these effects that if you summon a monster at their link point, then they get these like really nice nuke effects, whether it be blowing up monsters on the field, or Topologic Turbina being kind of like a potential feather duster to your opponent, banishing their stuff and then burning them at the same time. Seems pretty good if you're going to go, like if you have, I don't know, maybe a link to in your graveyard, you reborn that, and then you use Ibli and you use that monster to go into, Topologic Turbina. Seems like a pretty good play if you bring her back and then you have your Turbina activate its effect. Outside of the Topologic monsters, I'm not really sure. Maybe you link this with like a Decode Talker, I guess, and then Decode Talker could potentially get 500 attack that he wouldn't have otherwise. So yeah, I guess there could be some, there could definitely be some plays where you just have to make sure that somehow you get Ibli off the field, because I don't like the idea of giving my opponent a monster unless I'm going to kill that monster during the same turn, something like Grinder Golem, or I'm just going to bounce it or something like that. But definitely a very interesting card. So whatever you guys think, leave it in the comment section below. Thank you guys for watching. As always, subscribe if you have not already. Turn on that notification bell for daily videos. And I actually got to add to this video, because now we know that Troy Mayer is a full-on archetype, and it makes Ib look a lot more promising, not only because she can easily summon back any of these Troy Mayer monsters, but then if you decide to link summon and you decide not to use the monster that she just brought back, it is very likely that the new monster that you bring out is going to be co-linked, and if you activate that monster's ability, you're going to be able to draw a card. So she makes co-linking a lot easier. Obviously, these cards are fairly easy to make, the new link monster, and now I can actually see the utility that Konami was going for with her. At first I was like, I don't really, I mean, she's an okay card, I don't really get it, but now I'm looking at her in, regards to her own archetype, and I'm like, yeah, I definitely see where she has a lot of plays and a lot of, potential.